Hey, what is going on YouTube? Back again with another training vlog. I did want to give you guys some updates as to what is going on with my training. So for this training session, you're going to see me do some heavy triples. Ended up going up to 350 pounds on deadlifts and doing some sets of 4 with Spotto bench press as well. Ended up going up to 215 pounds on that. I believe I'll actually see that as the video goes on, so that way I can make sure and verify. But I did want to let you guys know that I did skip a day in my training. I kind of just felt like work and school and everything was kind of catching up to me, like all various projects that were going on. So I wasn't able to get that much sleep, and I just was completely dead. I ended up sleeping like 16 hours. So essentially I skipped a day because like I wasn't even awake throughout the whole day. And then I woke up and pretty much had to go to work from there. So this training session is literally after work, and it's around 11 o'clock at night. Also, we had what's it called, tornado warning, something like that. Some crazy weather was going down. Definitely it was raining pretty bad, but nothing too crazy to stop me from going from the gym. But that was actually today where it was going all crazy. So outside of the gym, it's like going all haywire and whatnot. Big ass. Doing some warm-ups with deadlifts, feeling alright. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a peaking phase, I guess you could say, for my powerlifting meet. I think I'm gonna take like between 4 to 7 days off before I go in, but I want to give peaking a little bit of a try, kind of gauge where I'm at. I'm thinking about opening around 380 pounds with my deadlift and doing a 400 or slightly over 400 attempt, and then going for either 420 or 430 depending on how that goes. Most likely 420. Hell yeah, I'm blazing. But what's it called, and for bench press, thinking about opening at 250 pounds, then probably do an attempt at 260, 265, and then from there go up to either 270, 275, maybe 280. I don't know, let's probably space it out, kind of see where I'm at. 250 flew up pretty easily. I don't know how I feel about that pause, I guess you could say. It's kind of a pretty weak pause, if I do say so myself. And then for what's the first lift? So squats, what are we gonna do about that? I'm thinking about opening at 325, 330, then doing a 345 attempt, and then from there 350 to 360, somewhere in between there. I don't know, I gotta figure out, like, I'm kind of going by myself, so I don't even have like I assume it's called a handler, like, I don't know, basically someone there as a coach to help guide me, and also able there to help me determine what my attempts are going to be. I'm kind of going there by myself, but I do hope to make a whole bunch of friends at this powerlifting meet, so that way they can kind of help me out, get me through all the little tricks or random things that goes on in meets. So hopefully I'm able to network a little bit, get some people to check out my channel or something like that, or even put them on the channel. Like, if I lift with someone and they're pretty like cool person, I don't mind tagging people and like stuff. Like, I don't mind showing some love. Yeah, guys, ended up doing 5 sets of back off sets with deadlifts. I wanted to die, but as you saw right there, 350 for a triple, RP 7, feeling pretty easy to be honest. And then 5 sets of 3 with 315, felt super easy to be honest. Like, I don't know, it was just flying. Like, I was just really trying to practice that form, really trying to pull the slack out. So let me know what you guys think, if there's anything that I can do better. I felt like I could have leaned back more, and that's what I was trying to do, especially with the back off sets. I was trying to lean back more, so that way I kind of had more torque, I guess you could say, going in, I don't know, like up and behind me. That's kind of how I felt like the force was being distributed. But yeah, guys, here's 250 pounds for a kind of a pause, I guess you could say. I don't know, I was kind of trying to imagine what it'd be like. I do need to make sure that I do listen to those commands. I do think I should do some training, especially now that I'm getting my singlet in, I'm getting my deadlift socks in. I gotta think about anything else that I'm going to need, but I do definitely need to get the cues down and understand what different cues are. Like, I do have to understand that deadlift, you just go up, you lift it, and there's no cue for you to start lifting. So you lift it, and then they tell you when to put it down. and then you do that. Then for the squat, I believe it says rack. Then you chill there, you look at them, they say squat, and then you squat, and then you gotta wait. You squat, get back up, and then you wait, chill there. They'll tell you when to re-rack it. Don't get too hasty, otherwise it won't count. And I'm trying to do work if it ain't gonna count. That's probably like one of the craziest things. Yeah, enough about that. That could be a video for another time. I could probably do an informational video on that. But as you guys saw, I did 200 pounds for 4 back off sets of 4 with the bench press, and then went and did this superset for 3 rounds, so 8 reps of all exercises. So the exercises were pull-ups, then I went and did weighted dips with the 25. This is relatively easy stuff, and then ended up doing toes to bars, which sucked. That was not easy. Pull-ups and dips, cake, but those toes to bars made me want to die. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely can't wait to get done this powerlifting meet and do more hypertrophy training. Like I said, the plan of attack is to bulk up to around 170 pounds, but this is over a long period of time. Throughout that time, I do want to increase my strength, I want to increase my muscle, and then kind of, I guess, experiment with different variations of training methods, you know, different methodologies. So I definitely want to do my best to learn, and then also create programs as well. If I create any templates, I'm definitely going to give them out for free. I don't need anyone's money. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys for this training vlog. I'm super salty that I skipped that day, but you gotta move on, you gotta keep doing that work. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.